us a story on Ivan. Welcome, Teacher Lenneth.
Thank you very much, everybody. Good evening. What a long day it was, but I must give you my little experience. It might be a little longer, but please bear with me. Good evening. Now, it was about 11 o'clock that day, and the principal sent an advisory around asking all teachers, well, reminding teachers or informing them that at 12 o'clock that day, September 5th, 6th, September 6th, that all the children will be sent home. We'll be sending the children home and advising us, make preparation, secure what we had. Now, with quick thinking, I said to myself, you see, the children's book, if they go back home with it and the storm actually come, and it's better their books get wet in school than wet home. It might be safer in school. I was so wrong. Anyway, so we send the children home, and like everybody else, we have to make preparation for the storm. So girlfriend gone into town. What am I going? Well, first of all, I put away the children's books and all of that, and left. Where was I going? To town to make preparation, to buy one article. What was that? I was going to buy me a lantern because I had already bought kerosene. So, partner, I get into town, gone into LA Puzzle. Evidence is here. Gone into LA Puzzle to get my one lantern. But when I was leaving the store, I looked around and I saw in the kitchenware department, LA got new baking tins. And for months or maybe years, I'm waiting on this special tin. Yes, I always wanted one of those. So I said, Ivan or no Ivan, I'm going to buy 6 of that. I want 6. If it's heavy, if the storm go with it, there must be some tree in the yard that will hold it up. So I bought my 16. Here they are, and here is the evidence. You see the date on it? Watch the date. Good. You see the date? Good. 2004. Yes. So I bought my lantern. I got my 2 tins. One item I went for it, and I back home because, mind you, it's hard to survive when you are panicking. Don't panic in a storm. That was me. I was panicking. Anyway, I got back home quickly and I started packing a bag. Well, the bag I show you all here, and those of you who are not here yet, it's strange. I did not pack food. You wonder why. I am a person, when I get very frightened, I don't need food. My belly is filled until the disaster is over. And I know I would not have wanted food for the entire day of Ivan. So I got up early in the morning, ate my food. I packed my bag, and mind you, I'm looking out. I'm not putting down the bag because I'm afraid that should the storm pass and one of the doors get blocked where I might put it by the door, my bag might stay. So I'm walking around the house with my bag. So, okay, 2 o'clock came. 2 o'clock came. First, for the rafter of one house just next door blew off. And I was wondering, Lord, so I ran inside, closed the door, and started peeping through the glass. Looking outside, saw a roof going, hear people bawling, and you hear galvanized taking speed down the road as if, a big truck, these big SL trucks, they take off. And it's just reaching down the road with all that noise. And it's like it turning and come back up and do it again. That's what galvanized passing. But it sounded as though they were reversing too. They were not only driving, they were reversing too. So I'm inside and I'm looking. Then I saw my neighbor roof left the bottom of the road and flew to the top, and then it's cracking me. I said, Lord, maybe I see too much. I shouldn't watch all of that. So I took my bag on my back and I got, and by the way, I'm wearing a water boots. Lord have mercy, panic is something. I'm wearing a water boots, a big yellow raincoat, all of that in preparation for if I have to go to the shelter. So I gone and I sit in my bathroom near the back door, because if anything is through that door, I'm going, my bag on my back. Okay. Now, whilst I'm there, my neighbor, there's a neighbor, we live in a downstairs rented, and she keep calling, Neighbs, you okay? Yes. Neighbs, you okay? Yes. But not for once I could find that I don't know how to put it, the confidence to call and ask, Neighbs, you're all right? I could never call back. And I'm in the back there and I'm hiding. Whilst I'm there, I'm hearing a lot of talking because that time wind and you hear people bawling and I can't go out to anybody because I'm so scared. I live alone. I alone in the little one-room apartment. Then I listen in, I find how I hearing a lot of talking over by my neighbor so. And I hear my neighbor say, Neighbors, you okay? Then I hear she say, come in, the door open, come in. And as if I hearing a lot of voice inside by she, I say, no, I can't let that pass me. So I get up and I've gone to the door in all my fear and trembling and I open the door. I say, hello. I see all of them heading for my neighbor. So I don't want company too. I open my door and I say, come, don't panic, come this way. Careful how you come down the step. Could you imagine frighten me, giving other people courage? About 12 people came through. In my one-room apartment, 12 people came through. But that's how they coming down, they splitting up. One of my neighbors, she never talked to me before, She was coming down the step, boy. And when she reached, she couldn't tell if to go left or to go right. When she opened her eyes and she saw me, she didn't come. She swing to the next door. Okay, well, everybody inside, door closed, girlfriend become chief administrator. If you hear me, come on, take the lady over there. She look as though she's panicking. Don't let her, people don't panic, but panic is talking to them. So I asked everybody, there was one lady, God rest her soul, she died last week. She came in with her little baby, 2-year-old. I had to give up my bed. I have to give up my chair. I gave up my counter in my kitchen. Those are beds. And I just bought a table from Simplex. I took on top the table. That was my bed for the rest of the night. Although I didn't sleep, I couldn't sleep. I was too frightened. And boy, oh boy, I had breakfast since morning. And if I tell you, I was not hungry until about 2 days later. I couldn't eat because I was so frightened. And I want to leave with everybody. When in a disaster, panic can kill you. The things I pack in my bag, I don't think they were necessary for shelter, I don't think I was worthy for the shelter because nothing was wrong with the downstairs where I was living. But all I could see on my mind, shelter. If you know where I live, I don't know how would I have gotten to the shelter then. But the thing about it is we panic and we cause a lot of people to do a lot of wrong things. And we ourselves do stupid things. Yes, thank you very much. That's my little experience of Ivan. But I forget to tell you, to this day, now after 1983, Revo, 79, 83 years, Revo, the noise, it's still with me. Any little booming, any little bang. And could you imagine, put that with Ivan, coupled with Ivan, to this day, if you just come and you knock my door too hard, I get frightened. Thank you, everybody. Have a pleasant night.